Hello and welcome to this tutorial. I'm Hassan and I'm going to teach you how you can do some basic audio editing using a program called Audacity. So now we are here at google.com and I would like you to see how we can download this software. So when you are at Google, simply type Audacity, Audacity, as you can see over here. The first result over here is audacityteam.org. Click on that. And as it is mentioned over here, it works perfectly on Windows 8, 7, Vista, XP. But Windows 10 requires some appropriate drivers. So let's click on that and see what's that. So it opens its wiki page. So I checked what's the difference between all this because my Windows 10 operating system was working pretty fine. So the difference between the normal drivers and the drivers that it is talking about is that in general, when you have a Windows 10 operating system, as it is a new operating system, so it requires some drivers for some computers. It works really nice on most computers with built-in drivers that you would automatically install when you install a new installation of Windows 10 as you upgrade from Windows 8 or 7. So it won't create any problems for most computers. But as you can see over here, if your computer creates any problem, that error opening sound device, then you would have to go to the website of your computer manufacturer. For example, I'm using Intel, so I'll go to that and I would download the Windows 10 drivers. And if I have a 64-bit operating system, I would download that. So keep that in mind if you're having any problems with this software. But I don't think so that it would create any problems because I haven't observed any so far. So let's move back to the download page and click on download Audacity 2.1.2. This is the latest version right now. Okay, so if the download has started, I'll click save. It would take a minute. Okay, so meanwhile, I would like to tell you about this Audacity software. It is an open source software that works really well when things come to editing your audio. It gives great quality and it is really awesome. And the good thing is that it is totally free of cost. And as you can see, the new version is released Jan 20th, 2016. And I hope as the time you are watching this video, new versions would have been released, so you download the latest version to get the best out of this software. Okay, I'll pause the video and run it again when the software is downloaded. Okay, the Audacity has been downloaded and I would like to exit the full screen mode, go to downloads and click on this software. I was using the 2.1.1 version, but I uninstalled that to show you this, and I thought it would be a good idea to use the new version. So I simply uninstalled that and installing this and showing you how to do that. That's really easy stuff, how to install the software. That's so simple. Okay, now it has installed, and make sure the launch Audacity is clicked and click finish. So this is how this software looks like. So this button over here is used for record button, record or append record. Okay, so this one is for play, pause, stop, and move to the start of the clip and move to the end of the clip. So simple buttons as used in many programs such as your media players. You don't see the record button, but all other buttons can be seen. Okay, let's click the record button to record a test recording. Hello, this is a test recording. Looks like my microphone isn't working properly. Hello, this is a test recording. So that would do. Okay, so as you can see over here, you can see the audio in waveforms over here. So this pretty much is our recording. Now I would like to tell you about a few tools that would be useful while you do it. while you use this software. Okay, so the tool currently selected is the selection tool. It is the most useful tool. It is used to make selection on the tracks or on the audio tracks. So as you can see over here, this is a stereo track. It has two different tracks. A mono track would have only one. So I would recommend you to use stereo track for these purposes because it would be more efficient. Okay, so the next tool over here is this one, time shift tool. It is used to shift between time. As you can see over here, these are seconds. If you are working in various tracks, let's say you are doing you have a background music too and you are speaking, so you can move your track, different tracks using the time shift tool. So it is very useful. You can even move it backwards in minus, so it would start from here. So -1 second doesn't exist, obviously. Okay, so this is the basic working of this program. But the one important thing that I forgot to tell you is the microphone. If you don't select the right microphone, it won't sound. It won't record. So for recording, you would have to select the right microphone. As I'm using the ATR USB microphone, I've selected that. If you are using any other microphone that is your default microphone for recording, you would have to select that before starting the recording. So as I've selected this, now I can modify the volume from here to there, and this one is for speaker playback devices. You can select your speaker or playback devices from here and adjust the volume from here. If you double click 0.32, it means 32% volume. You can drag it around or type it in. This is how this software works. Now let's move on to the basic editing stuff. To show you the actual editing demonstration, I would like to import another clip because this one doesn't have much noise in it. So to demonstrate this properly, we need a clip that has some noise. I have a quiet environment right now, so it won't have any noise. Okay, I'll open a new window of Audacity and then go to File and go to Open. And let's import this one. It would take some time to import depending upon the size of the file. Okay, here it is. Oops, looks like this one was fixed. Let's import the other one. Okay, let's import this one. Yes, that's the one I'm talking about. Okay, as you can see over here, it has lots of noise over here. You might have observed that I have kept about 8 to 9 seconds of blank. These are blank time, and I use this to capture the noise profile. It just has noise and not vocals. I kept quiet to capture this noise, so I can use that to eliminate all the noise from the recording. So you can do that. 5 seconds would do just fine. But I generally do it for 10 seconds so that I can get the best noise profile, because at some points it cannot be as good as it should be. So to remove all the noise from the recording, we need some good noise profile. You can simply use these keys, this function, and your mouse left click and right click to zoom in and out. But I generally use the shortcut. I press Control key and move my mouse scroller to zoom in and zoom out. That's simple and it saves a lot of time. Okay, now I'll select some portion from the noise and not from my vocals, because I want to eliminate the noise. If you select this portion, it would eliminate your vocals. So select a portion where you are not speaking and there is only noise. Then go to Effects. It is up here, the effects. I hope you can see that. Then we've got noise reduction. Click on that and click on Get Noise Profile. Then select the whole track by double clicking or by pressing Ctrl A. Now go to Effects and press noise reduction again. Now click OK. It would take some time and remove all the noise from the recording. Okay. I forgot to demonstrate the noise. Let me play that for you. Hello and welcome back. I can clearly hear disturbing noise that is really annoying and that can damage the quality of the recording. I hope you can hear that too. So it must be removed. That's why I used the noise reduction. Let's do it again. There's not a problem with this blank section. I'll just select it from here and to the start and press delete key to remove this. Now I have only the vocals and the blank portion is gone. Let me play that. Hello and welcome back. In this lecture we're going to do some effects to your voice. It sounds way better than it sounded before. By the way, this lecture is from one of my courses on Udemy. It is about audio editing and I've taught how we can add some crazy effects using Audacity. If you are interested in that course, that is about absolute beginners who don't know anything about audio editing. That is for singers, instructors, podcasters, and anyone who wants to learn the basics of audio editing. You can leave a comment below and I'll give you the link. Okay, so let's move on to this tutorial. Now select the whole track. The sound is a bit low and I want to normalize this. So select this, go to effects, and under the noise reduction there is normalize. Click on that. Don't mess with the settings unless you really know what you are doing, and then click OK. It would just normalize the track and it would sound way better and louder. Now let's play it. Hello and welcome back. In this lecture we're going to do some effects to your voice. Perfect. It is good enough to be produced and used anywhere. I can upload it to my Udemy for my students to see it. By the way, it has been already uploaded. I'm just demonstrating that. Now, after you have done all the editing, the main thing you have to do is to export that so you can use it somewhere. Now go to File and go to Export Audio. As you can see, I am exporting in MP3 files. To export in MP3 files, you need a plugin called Lame. I'll upload a video about that if you don't know how to use that. It is easy to do. You can do a search on Google and you'll find out Lame for Audacity. Otherwise, I'll make a video. You can check that out after a few days after I upload this video. So as the time you're watching this, hopefully I had uploaded that video. So by default, it would be in WAV format. This one. So type the name, select the location, type the name and click save. Oops, already exists. And you can change these settings if you want to. The artist name, track title, album name, and year, and all this stuff that you want to do. I recorded that in Adobe Audition CC, so it would show this. I'll click OK and it would simply produce it. Now I have got the file on my desktop. I can use it anywhere, upload it. Okay, brilliant. So this is how simple using Audacity is. I can simply remove noise from my recordings to make them sound really great, because noise is really annoying and it can damage the quality of your recording to a greater extent. Without noise, the recording sounds really great, because people can tolerate bad quality video, but they cannot tolerate bad quality audio. And if it has noise, it will reduce the time a user stays on your website if you're doing videos for your website. And if you are on YouTube, the user will get annoyed and he or she will skip the video and move on to another which has a clear audio. So audio is really important. And as you can see, this software has got lots of effects, and if you have any questions about any of these effects, I would be really happy to make a video on that if I can, or I'll help you in by replying to you if you comment in the section below. And if you have any questions about this lecture, or you're having any trouble doing all the stuff that I'm teaching, and if you have a project that is a little bit different from the thing that I'm doing, you can ask me. You can feel free to leave a comment and I'll try my best to help you. So I think that's all. And if you have any questions, as I'm saying again and again, you can just leave a comment and I would be more than happy to help you. And I'll keep coming up with great quality videos, great quality content that helps people, and based on questions that people are asking me. I'm an instructor on Udemy, so people ask me questions, different kind of questions. So based on those problems, I create these videos. So if you want to keep getting updates from this channel, then please click on subscribe so you can receive my upcoming updates. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.